Stop scrolling for a moment. Where are you watching from? America, Europe, anywhere else? Comment your city below, because the story you're about to hear will cross borders and challenge what you think you know about love. If you believe love knows no boundaries, type "Love Breaks Chains" in the comments. This is not a simple romance. This is a story from 1847 Georgia, where two sisters secretly married enslaved men, defying laws, family expectations, and society itself. By the end, you'll understand courage in the face of oppression. In the heart of 1847 Georgia, plantations stretched across the landscape, and strict racial and social hierarchies governed life. Enslaved men and women were treated as property, stripped of freedom and choice, while wealthy white families lived in comfort and privilege. Among these families lived twin sisters, Emily and Ellen. Privileged, educated, and expected to marry within their class, they nevertheless possessed empathy and curiosity that set them apart from their peers. Their household employed many enslaved workers, including two young men, Jacob and Samuel. Known for their intelligence, courage, and quiet dignity, they were, in the eyes of society, nothing more than property. Yet, for Emily and Ellen, they represented something far more human. Minds and hearts capable of thought, feeling, and connection. The story of how these four lives intertwined would become a tale of forbidden love and courage against overwhelming odds. The first encounters were subtle, almost accidental. Emily met Jacob in the garden one morning, discussing flowers and their symbolism. She was fascinated by his knowledge, realizing a mind of depth and intelligence existed where society refused to acknowledge it. Ellen, on the other hand, observed Samuel caring for horses, noting his patience, skill, and quiet confidence. Gradually, curiosity turned into secret conversations. Whispered words behind barns and trees, hidden letters passed under tables, and stolen glances became their only means of connection. Every interaction was a thrill, but also a dangerous gamble. Discovery could lead to punishment, exile, or worse. Despite the risks, a bond formed, one that defied societal expectations. Months passed, and admiration grew into affection. Emily's heart belonged to Jacob, while Ellen's thoughts lingered on Samuel. Each sister grappled with fear. The law prohibited such unions, and society would never forgive them. But the pull of the heart could not be denied. They began meeting in secret, behind the mansion at night, in abandoned barns, and by the riverbank under the cover of darkness. Letters became intimate expressions of their feelings, tokens exchanged with trembling hands, and silent promises whispered by candlelight. Every word, every look, was loaded with tension and desire. Theirs was a love forbidden by law, but undeniable in truth. Realizing the depth of their feelings, the sisters decided on a daring act: secret marriage. An elderly priest, sympathetic to their cause, agreed to perform the ceremonies in a deserted chapel during a stormy night. Though not recognized legally, the marriages bound their hearts and lives forever. Jacob and Samuel remained legally enslaved, so discovery still carried immense risk. Yet, the act itself became a declaration of rebellion against unjust laws and societal oppression. Each vow whispered in the candlelit chapel was a defiance of a system built on control, hierarchy, and fear. Rumors began circulating. Neighbors noticed the sisters leaving at unusual hours. Whispers reached the ears of family members, and suspicion grew. The fear of discovery became a constant shadow. Their father, sensing something unusual, considered selling Jacob and Samuel, a punishment that would tear the lovers apart forever. Faced with this danger, Emily and Ellen's courage was tested. They knew every step, every hidden word, could change their fate. This chapter heightens the suspense and tension, exploring the emotional turmoil, fear, and resilience of all four individuals. Ultimately, the sisters and their husbands managed to survive and remain together, living cautiously in a society that did not approve of their love. Their story teaches a timeless lesson. Love can transcend law, race, and societal constraints. Courage and determination can challenge the norms, leaving behind a legacy that history may overlook but the heart never forgets. If this story inspired you, comment "Love Breaks Chains," hit like, and subscribe for more untold historical stories of courage and love.